homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com, pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, whether you want painted trim or other upgrades. Those are all options with our Remington homes. If you're looking for more affordability and streamlined, you're probably better off with a Remington home. People get into homes that didn't think they could get into a home. A good product for the right price in budget.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Hey, ticket listeners, spend your Husker football Saturday at the P. Dale Pub in Pleasantdale, as the Jay Foreman postgame show will be broadcasting live for 90 minutes immediately after the Nebraska-USC football game. Ribeyes are on special for as long as supplies last, with plenty of cold beer on tap to enjoy during and after a Husker victory against the Trojans. It's the Jay Foreman postgame show, live from the P. Dale Pub in Pleasantdale, this Saturday, immediately following the Nebraska football game on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NIPCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
That it is. Welcome into a Thursday, a Thirsty Thursday edition of On the Block. I'm Austin. He's Strick. We're with you till 4 here every day, weekdays, 2 to 4, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. If you missed the show, if you missed a segment, if you need to listen back to anything, subscribe to the podcast. It's super simple. Everything that you hear on the show, minus the commercial breaks, you get in podcast form. Cut and dry, nice and easy. Wherever you get your podcast, search for On the Block with Strick and Austin. Give it a follow, give it a like, share it, all that good stuff. Doesn't cost you anything. But not anything. Maybe 10 seconds of your time. But it does us a lot of good. We'd really appreciate it. How you feeling, Stricky? How's your Thursday going?
Man, mouth is sore, bro. I had to go to the dentist. So if I don't sound a certain kind of way, the effects of the numbing agents and all is wearing off. So, yeah, a little sore, my guy.
How was the report card? Teeth good?
Yeah. It's fine. I had to. I had a crown that broke, and it had to be taken out, so I had to get an implant. So they finally got to the point where the implant got finished. And what was crazy about it is when I started it the first time, it didn't, the implant didn't set in the bone. So they had to take it back out, let the bone heal, then do the whole process over. So it's been like over a year process.
Ugh.
Yeah. So
dang,
it's all good. Just sore.
Understandable.
Feeling some kind of way. So fortunately, my guy Kevy Kev is coming in here
to numb the pain. Right at 4:00. But who's counting?
That part.
We got a lot to get to today, including how Dana Holgorsen can help Dylan Raiola. Potential for Michigan to offer north of $10 million to a single high school quarterback recruit, and plenty more. But Stricky, it's Thursday. It's the first segment of the show. We're playing some topic pong. What you got?
Oh wow, we're going topic pong today.
We're rolling.
Huh? Oh well, Austin. A few things out here. One, there's something big happening on Netflix. Some people have unsubscribed from Netflix. Some people kept it. Some people decided to go different routes, and some people have cable and they're just like, I don't need Netflix, and that's all good either way, whatever way it is. But something big's about to happen. Mike Tyson is about to fight not Logan. What's the other ones? Jake Paul. He's about to fight Jake Paul. And there's been a lot of talk about looking at Mike Tyson's preparation. There's been a lot of talk out there about, what Mike's going to do. He said what he's going to do. People are saying and betting what he's going to do. But Jake Paul put his whole purse, a bet on himself that he's going to beat Mike Tyson. This isn't this isn't Floyd Mayweather. This is now. I believe, if I'm correct, I think this is what part of the issue was. Oh, you can't do this or you can't do that, or I don't think that's the issue anymore. Is this a thing, Austin, where you got to psych yourself up a little bit? Or is he serious? You think he's that legit? You think he's serious about the moolah?
I don't know how legit he is as a boxer. I would be lying if I said I knew anything about him, his fighting style, or anything of that nature. What I can tell you about the Paul brothers, Strick, is that they are very confident in themselves in their own ways, right? So when I hear that Jake Paul is willing to bet his entire purse that he's going to win, I'm kind of surprised it took this long for him to make that bet, happening on the day of the press conference. That's really what comes to mind for me. Cubsker, one of our favorites here on the text line, says, I hope Tyson knocks that boy Jake out. I mean, I don't know how the fight's going to go. I guess I would pull for Mike Tyson if I were to watch the fight. But really, I just want Jake Paul to go away, right? Like, can he get Pete Rosed? Like, oh, you're saying that you're betting on yourself? Hey, you're suspended. You're gambling. We don't want that in the fight. That's what I want to happen. Like, we don't need this. Like, who benefits from this? Like, Are we getting better as a society for watching a 58-year-old and a 27-year-old punch each other? I don't think so.
Right.
I've never been huge in boxing. The Pauls annoy me, and I guess I like Mike Tyson a little bit more, but still. Sorry, was that too far?
You weren't even close, but good try. I can't even do it. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to let you be the bad one on
back.
that.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be here, Tyson said in his opening remarks.
He said something
my tears. I love you too. Thank you.
I want to eat his children. I will eat his heart.
I'm not going to lose. You hear what I said?
No, I can't even do it because my mouth freaking hurts. So look, here's the thing. Is this something, because you said something about worrying about, Pete Rosing and all of that. Is this something, could you fathom Jake Paul saying, Mike, I got you. Let's take this dive and putting all this money on here. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Mike's pride could take that personally, but you just never know in these days, bro. Like, I've seen people take the fall. I've seen judges, like, if I'm Mike, I'm not letting it go to a decision if I can. You know what I mean?
Old Dad 34 asks that very question. Do you guys think Tyson will actually fight, or will it take a flop?
See, I don't know. I just
old.
don't. And that's what I'm saying. Like Mike is a hustler. He knows how to get the money. And the other thing is, Mike don't give a beep. He don't give a beep about what people think at this age. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did he ever?
Well, I think he was more sensitive when he was fighting. I think he really cared. I mean, you can look and see that he cared when he stood on that stage one time and he told that one of the reporters, "I'll buck you and you know what I'm saying?
And bump you,
bump and grind like you shouldn't be like that." Mm-hmm. He told him, and he said, "What he gonna do to him?" He said, "Come up here," but you could tell he was sensitive then, right?
Right.
I don't think he's like that now. I think it takes time for him to get there. You can see how he handled the guy on the plane.
Oh boy. Mm-hmm.
That was a long time situation. Until the guy finally just got in his face. And he just sat there. And he was very stoic in his presence. I remember there was a guy, a UFC fighter. I know the Sutter Heyman text line always knows. 402-464. We got to move on topic, Punk. 402-464-5685. He Brendan Schaub. He was a football player, and he also was in the he played in the NFL. But he was also in the UFC. And he was talking stuff, and you could tell Mike was aggravated, but he was still poised. But like, if Brendan would have said, moved, acted, looked like he wanted to, he would have did something to him. But he held himself, so I could tell he's better.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
A couple thoughts on this from the text line. Cupsker says, Mike's pride would take it for the right amount of cash, I'm afraid. Everyone has a price. Here's this, though. Jordan P. says, he's going into the fight as hustler Mike Tyson. He's going to get popped once by the steroided YouTuber, and that animal's going to come out.
I think that's how it's going to happen, too. I think the dude is going to really come and try to do something, and then Mike's going to be, he's not going to really try to hurt him, but then all of a sudden, yeah, bro. This what you want.
Flipped.
Right. Justin Rogge says, I can't wait to see Mike Tyson TKO Jake Paul. That means he's going to sleep on his feet. You know, like basically he just ain't going to want to come back out the corner type thing.
I would like to see Mike Tyson RKO Jake Paul. Pull out a wrestling move in a boxing match.
I can't. Don't make me laugh today, man. The laughing, it doesn't feel good.
You got ibuprofen right
What
there?
else? I left it at the house, but that's
Stricky,
okay. I'm gonna get it.
I'll run down to Walgreens for you during break. It's not that far.
Bruh.
I got you.
Yeah, that part. Maybe somebody in here's got it. Rico Suave. What's up, man? Talk to me. What you got?
John Gruden signs a multi-year deal with Barstool. Is he trying to rehab his name to get back into coaching? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say he doesn't want to get back into coaching. I'm gonna say he wants to be on par with Tom Brady. He wants to be able to analyze, not have to take the scrutinize, and not have to deal and get penalized for his, the way that he handles himself as a coach. The coaching game is a funny game, Austin.
Yeah,
it really is. It is a fickle, funny game, and depending on who you're with, depends on how the situation is going to go for you. I'm sure a lot of coaches would love to have Jerry Jones as their coach because, whether you're doo-doo brown or not, he'll stick with you. If you're a doo-doo brown quarterback, he'll stick with you. I'm not saying Romo was doo-doo brown, but he couldn't win you nothing.
Was he doo-doo white?
Man, I told you, don't do it. Not today, bro. Now, that's a fact. But Dak Prescott's not taking you anywhere. And I didn't think he was. I think he's a solid quarterback. It came to a point where it's like being in Vegas and you're sitting there and the dealers hit you with 6-card 21s and beat you for the last 10 times. And you're just like, you know what? I'm going to get it back. Let me put all in. And y'all listening here on the text line, don't act like you haven't done it. You've probably been somewhere and you've sat at a table. You probably went across the water over there across the Missouri into Iowa, and you were on the table and you sat there and you was taking a hit and you was like, I'm going all in because I know it's got to turn.
Mm-hmm. Law of averages, baby.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And bam, he hit you with another 6-card 20.
You're like, man, next one. Now, GG go next. Go next.
Let me go back to the ATM, pull out another stack.
Because next time.
Right. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
That's what Jerry Jones has done with the situations, with coaches, with OCs, with quarterbacks, and with certain players.
Would John Gruden and Jerry Jones mesh?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Do you think that Jerry wants Shedeur back? Or not Shedeur. Do you think he wants Shedeur and Prime?
I think he'd take that deal. I think, you've got to look at Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is he's a marketing whiz. Like,
for all his flaws,
you've got to think about what Jerry Jones has done, Austin. Jerry Jones is such a marketing whiz that he's got Cowboy fans from 40 years ago, 30 years ago, still believing each year that it's their year.
Talk about the 6-card 20.
Right? He is the greatest. What is that thing they play out on the corners? 3-card Monty. He's the greatest sports 3-card Monty player I've ever seen. Jerry Jones. Still to this day, he has you believing that it's your year.
Which
but it's over now. I mean, that's the past.
Which card are you flipping? Which door you opening?
I'm not playing Deal or No Deal.
ABC.
I'm not playing Deal or No Deal. Not with Jerry Jones. I'm not losing my money on that. No, I've told you since you've been here with me as my partner, which now we're working on how many years?
2 in January.
Right? We're working on 2. I've told you since you were my partner. Jerry Jones sets up people to what?
Take the fall for him.
No.
To fail.
What's the name of the song I say?
Oh.
You remember? I know it's 402-464. He sets.
Why am I blanking?
He sets all the fans up to achy breaky
your heart. Yeah, there you go.
Achy breaky your heart.
Right.
That's what he does to them every freaking year, bro. So there it is.
All right, back to you, Stricky.
Back to Stricky. Topic Pong. That's what we on. Sauter Heyman text line. We're on the Topic Pong. You can get in on it. I'm sitting spinners today at Austin. So if I'm gonna throw a spin at you, got a question.
What you got?
Let's say EJ Manuel of Florida State reveals that the key to fixing Florida State's woes and issues has to deal with the quarterback. You buying or you selling that statement?
I will partially buy.
Well, I mean, everybody would say any university in doggone Vanderbilt would say if it wasn't for Pavia, that they wouldn't be where they're at.
Right.
So yeah, every dang team somewhere somehow would say that a quarterback has a significant role to play in the success or even above average or average of the team. So that means what? Your coaching staff is that doo-doo brown? That and when I say doo-doo, I mean absolutely you went in the toilet and sat on the stool and
But it's the same guys from last year. Did they just forget how to coach? It's the same guys.
Except
same coaching staff.
I think part of their issue became when they took on a prima donna mentality, thinking you were owed something instead of going back and doing like what Georgia did.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia said, like Georgia's. I mean, they're not shaky, but they're vulnerable. They can be beat. But last year when they got left out on the outside looking in, they took it personal and went out there. Whereas,
busted who?
Oh gosh,
Florida State.
Oh yes, beat the brakes off of him, right?
Yeah, 65-7 if I'm not mistaken.
So when you look at that, for me, it's like it's something that weeps into the pores, into the culture. Just that woe is me attitude. We deserve so much more. Oh, we should have. Instead of, no, we're gonna go out here and show people. Right?
Yeah.
I think that creeps in. That's unfortunate.
I can say that maybe the coaching staff got a little complacent, a little woe is me, especially with the messaging. I think, Strick, you're even seeing that from the top, right? With Florida State still suing the ACC. Woe is me in the ACC. We locked ourselves into a bad deal. So I think there's a lot of what you're saying going on at all sorts of levels. I think you can blame the coaching staff for maybe not identifying the correct fit or not being able to get the correct fit for their offense, right? DJ Uiagalelei is not a bad quarterback, right? People are talking about his resurgence. Oh, he's back. He needed to go to Corvallis to get back on track. Maybe Florida State wanted Cam Ward more, right? Guess what? You didn't get him. You have DJ Uiagalelei as your backup plan. That's a pretty good backup plan, right? Plan B, you would think. But that hasn't worked. The young guys behind him in Luke Cromanhook and I think Brock Glenn is the other one, haven't necessarily worked out as well either. You lose a lot off the defense. The offensive line has been, shaky would be a generous way to describe it. So, yeah, quarterback play needs to be better. Quarterback evaluation needs to be better. But you don't get to 1-9 just because your quarterback's not good enough. That's where I'll leave it. My next topic for you then, Stricky, we go to California. 4 people in Southern California were arrested and accused of insurance fraud. Guess what they did? Do you have any idea what they did to commit insurance fraud?
Burn their car.
They claimed that their cars were trashed by a bear. Do you know how they tried to claim their car was trashed by a bear?
How?
One of their friends dressed up in a bear suit.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Got into their cars, rifled through stuff, and they submitted the claims to their insurance. And they got caught on video, so it got summarily denied.
Oh, and they got arrested.
Yes.
They got arrested.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
How desperate do you have to be to dress when your friends up in a bear suit to claim insurance fraud? And how are you not checking for cameras?
Yo, there's cameras everywhere.
Upon further scrutiny of the video, the investigation determined the bear was actually a person in a bear costume. They submitted claims for a 2010 Rolls-Royce Ghost while it was parked at Lake Arrowhead, northeast of Los Angeles. They submitted claims for a 2015 Mercedes G63 AMG.
So they say
and
they
a
messed up both the
2022
cars.
Mercedes E350.
So the bear just went ham on 3 cars.
Went buck wild on 3 different cars. And of course,
what was in it that he just was going ham on? That's what I want to know. What type of food was in it? It ain't just bear just gonna go in there and go buck wild just for nothing.
The scam cost insurance companies $141,839.
So they paid him.
They paid him, and now they got paid back.
Wow. How would you like to go to jail? How would you like to be in jail and then the people are asking you, yeah, what you in here for? Oh, yeah, I'm in here because, we got insurance fraud. Well, how did that happen, my boy? Oh, yeah,
See him over there. See him over there.
Yeah, he got in the bear costume.
Collecting our cars. The bear costume was ground for a head shaped like a bear's, paws and metal hand tools to simulate claw marks.
Man.
Was found in the suspect's home. Video of the alleged damage showed what appeared to be minor groove marks on the seats and the interior that were intended to pass for claw marks.
Wow.
Investigators also showed the videos to a biologist from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife who opined it was clearly a human in a bear suit.
Well, there's a song out there that says, "What people do for money." Yes. What will people do for money? Like, it sounds to me like maybe they won the lottery or something.
Right.
And then they went out and went buck wild and realized, oh, this is a depreciating asset. I learned that lesson real quick, and I haven't fallen for it ever since. Let me tell you the quick story before we go to break. Playing in Dallas. I signed my first contract, my good contract, and I wanted a BMW. Okay. I had an Acura at the time, and I said, cool, I can get this now. I want a BMW. So I went out and I got a 750 IL V12 BMW black. And when I tell you there's times when I was headed to the airport, I was doing 160, that thing can go, right? Okay. Now it was on 635 open road, similar to like the Autobahn. It's pretty open. As long as you don't get hit by a cop, you can open it up on that.
And this was long enough ago that no one can come get you. So
right.
We're
that
clear.
part.
We're clear.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Way long ago. There's definitely. So I bought that car probably at the time, and I got the big package, good radio, good leather, because you get the option, the pleather and the leather, for BMW.
Full leather for sure.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I got the full total package, sliding shade, all that. About 10,000 for it, right? Cool. So the next year I said, you know what? I don't really like this. I said, I'm gonna trade it in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna either trade it in or give it to my dad, type of thing, right? Just pass it on. You know what they told me the car was worth when I went to try to look at a different car?
45.
60 in 1 year.
Half? It depreciated in
half. Ever since then, I have never walked off the lot with a brand new car. I've never done it. I've never done it since. I learned a very vital lesson. Yes, it depreciated that quick. I said, what are you talking about? That was a great learning lesson for sure.
How many miles?
It was only 1 year. I was only in Dallas.
Yeah.
I never took it like on the road.
Not road trips.
No. Good miles. That part.
Someone was yanking your chain.
No. And I know some of y'all been hit too. Tell me about it. 402-4645. I know there's somebody else on here that's learned that lesson real quick. Buying a new one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If you're not going to really drive it, I'd advise you go lease.
Why not?
Like real talk. Like if you just want to, play around town and just have something you like and you enjoy, but you're not going to really, it's not for a family. You're not going to be gallivanting all over the country. I'd advise you to lease it. Just lease it and then as soon as it's over, take that joint home, whatever you need to do, the little tires or whatever, do that and send it back off to them.
Makes sense to me.
What we got?
We got break. And then, how can Dana Holgorsen help Dylan Raiola, who Matt Rule said today is feeling better and will get the start against USC? Strick, Austin, we'll be right back to On the Block.
Topic bomb.
Follow Austin, Strick, and On the Block on Twitter at Austin Orban, eStrick20, and On the Block 93.7. More of On the Block coming up.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Bryant at 402-467-1111 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-1111.
In dealing with the high interest rates, it's very important that you get as much bang for the buck. And that's what our Remington Homes is all about.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com, pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, whether you want painted trim or other upgrades. Those are all options with our Remington Homes. If you're looking for more affordability and streamlined, you're probably better off with a Remington home. People get into homes that didn't think they could get into a home. A good product for the right price in budget.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com. Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds out of the southwest. See a high around 59. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds, low around 35. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies and it will be breezy. Afternoon high near 61. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Transform your view with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything while keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Here we go. Here we go. You know what it is. It is Thirsty Thursday here. We just finished up Topic Pong. Good Topic Pong today, my friend. We had a good one. And I don't know, but she showed up somehow, some way.
It's a tardy.
Yeah, she's going to go to detention.
Principal's office.
Ellie's in the building again now. That's why you see Austin over here. And we're going to get into the second segment of the day. We're going to talk a little bit about what's happening down with Nebraska, Dylan Raiola, what the situation is with him. How is Dana Holgorsen and the whole thing going to play out? And I got a little idea on that myself personally, but I don't want to do too much talking because, like I said, I had a little bit of dinner work today. I'm going to let Austin go buck wild. So tell me this, Austin, how do you feel about Dylan Raiola? Do you feel that, or hearing, and what's the word, the feedback coming back out of Huskerland with regards to Dylan Raiola and his participation or his effectiveness, or how they're going to work him in this game against USC?
Dylan is ready to go. Great week of practice. That's from the head coach. Good to hear for the young man and his future. I think good to hear for the future of the Nebraska football team and the Nebraska football program. I think this is kind of a win-win for Nebraska, Strick, that Dylan Raiola was legitimately banged up against UCLA and that he's still, ready to go against USC coming off Nebraska's second bye week. On the one hand, if Dylan Raiola, guts through the injury, comes through it just fine, and leads Nebraska to a win, oh, he's a warrior. Oh, he's so tough. He didn't quit on this team when things were going poorly. He rallied the troops. Everyone rose up to his level and his standard finally. Wow, Nebraska's so lucky to have a quarterback like that. Flip side of that, say Dylan Raiola plays and Nebraska loses. Oh, he's giving it all he's got, right? He's out there for his team. They got to get more pieces around him, right? You still got 2 more chances, but credit Dylan Raiola for busting his butt to get back and ready to play. And then the downside is, let's say Dylan Raiola plays, but doesn't play well. USC wins and Dylan Raiola doesn't look like he's taken much of a step forward like the last 3-game sample size where we haven't seen some great play. Oh, they rushed him out there. What are they doing with that? I mean, what does that tell you about the state of Heinrich Harburg or everything? I think it works out really well for Dylan Raiola, in terms of the narrative and being in control. I don't know how well it works out for Nebraska. Point,
That's great.
Like, how does Dylan Raiola lose right now?
It's a win-win. It looks like to me all the way around the board. It's a win. It's going to be a narrative win-win, right? Because the next question I was going to ask you, I gotta stop laughing. Does this look, if he does come back and win this, what picture in your mind do you have? 402-464-5685. If what Austin is saying is true in one aspect of this narrative play, does it look more like Willis Reed from the Knicks when he was injured, game 7, he strolls out there and goes buck wild, or does it look more like Paul Pierce where everybody's questioning whether or not he had to go back and take a dump, or he faked himself out there? Like, right? Like, so what is it? What do you think it looks like or feels like, or what narrative looks the best?
Okay, so if Dylan Raiola comes back and Nebraska wins, it's Willis Reed. If Dylan Raiola comes back, plays decently well, Nebraska loses, it's Klay Thompson shooting the free throws after he popped his Achilles. That's what I think it is. And if he doesn't play well and Nebraska loses, I'm trying to think. Let's do a quick search.
No. I'm going to say one. I think if he comes back and they take the L, he becomes the Markel Fultz of where the jumper is just
broke.
You're just like, you know what? He just lost it. His jumper just went sideways. Or he'd have been sent. No, let me stop.
Why are you putting that on him?
Let me stop.
Why are you putting that on that young man?
I remove every word that I just said.
Strike it from the record. Strike that is not getting podcasted.
That is not getting podcasted. No, we're striking that from the record. We don't want to put that bad mojo out there. That's for sure.
Like, yikes. I kind of picture too, almost like Rocky vibes getting carried out of the ring, maybe on the shoulders or whatever.
Hey, Rocco! Hey, Rocco! That's how the Husker fans are going to be cheering. Hey, there you go, Rocco!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, you see that?
That's what I see.
How do you envision
Potentially.
it? 402-464-5685. Give them the rundown of the different visions again, and which one? What do you
Willis
picture?
Reed, Klay Thompson, or I don't know, an athlete who got like rushed back too soon. I'm trying to think of one, like a really famous one.
Got rushed back too soon.
And
Yeah.
like injured hurt their team
KD?
by playing.
No, he actually came back and did okay after his Achilles, huh?
Yeah, KD was good.
Who could it be? Football?
I'm literally just trying to think throughout sports. Like who is good? Who's at the peak of their powers?
Would you say it's like a Peyton Manning or anybody like that?
Well, Peyton had the neck fusion surgery, had one really good year, and then just went completely down the tank. But I don't think that was neck related. I think it's the fact that he was like pushing 40.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, how do you envision it? 402-464-5685. Let's just deal with it that way. So also on top of that, when you think about this team, them going out there, how do you envision Dana Holgorsen's impact in this particular? Because we're gonna dig in this tomorrow. Like there's a little comparison that I see there, and from both perspectives, how they could look at this and see which one's better. But how do you think it helps him to play better and stay healthy? You know, as far as Dana Holgorsen's impact in his arrival.
I think that what Dana Holgorsen can do is on multiple levels, right? I think Dana Holgorsen can scheme up quick throws, right? Because Dylan Raiola is healthy enough and playing. You doubt he's at 100%, right? You don't want to put the training wheels back on him, but you got to find ways to scheme for the quarterback that you do have, right? Dylan Raiola seems like he had started to come into his own and understanding his mobility. Stricky, I wouldn't be shocked if he's maybe a little hesitant, right? After getting popped by UCLA and with the rehab process, probably don't have much time to teach him how to slide, right? That's not really a late season thing. That's an off season thing. So
no, let me just address that real quick. I don't even think that was the case. I think he knows how to slide, but I think he understood it's kind of like the example I could give you is a basketball player attacking the rim. Like last night we saw, right? He's attacking the rim and he's in between dunking and laying the ball up, and he ends up missing both because he was indecisive, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So in that situation, you've seen quarterbacks, Randall Cunningham, your Michael Vicks, your Tebows, or you've seen them look some people in the eye and they saying, this is an end zone. I'm giving you shoulder, helmet, and everything. There's nothing you're doing to stop me from getting in here. You've seen that. And then you've seen those other ones with that tentative and that's that in between. So the tentative is the in between and the slide is just giving it up.
Right.
So the slide would be the layup. The going
shoulder
in
is the
would
dunk.
be the dunk. And what he did, turn his back and just, at the goal line, that's the in between.
It was a little Taylor Martinez-esque. I mean, don't forget just how hard Taylor Martinez used to get rocked because he couldn't, cut horizontally, wouldn't get down, and wouldn't lower the shoulder. Taylor Martinez stood straight up into contact. I got kind of some Taylor Martinez vibes just in terms of his lack of decision-making in that aspect. So, yeah, I think Dylan Raiola's got a big enough frame if he wants to lower that left shoulder, go ahead and do it. But I don't think he fully understands how to do that yet. So in that case, get down. Right. But okay. That in mind, right?
Submarine.
Something. Yeah. Good.
Right.
Tumble. If you're not going to slide something, right? You can find ways to get down. That's kind of besides the point because a quarterback that's probably not as mobile as he was to begin the year, but you also don't know how much you can trust this offensive line, right? Defensive line play has gone down for USC. It's not necessarily getting stronger as the year's going on, but you know that they're going to have something schemed up, right? You know that teams are beating Nebraska with pressure. You know USC sees that. They're going to bring some blitzes. They're going to fake some blitzes. It's going to be on Dana Holgorsen to, set Dylan Raiola up for success in determining, hey, is this a blitz down for them? Is this a blitz package for them? Are they just going to fake it and back off? It's going to be on Dana Holgorsen to have a sense of where the blitz is coming from, right? Roll Dylan right, roll Dylan Raiola left, whatever it is, out of the teeth of pressure, give him a quick 5-yard completion, keep the chains rolling. Because really, Dylan Raiola's got to stay on his feet. That's really what it comes down to. I think also Dana Holgorsen can do is more variety of throws, right? Not just swing, not just intermediate deep. I think what Dana Holgorsen can do is, instead of just like I just started with running from pressure or scheming around pressure, is keep USC on its heels. It's going to take Dylan Raiola being accurate. It's going to take wide receivers holding onto the ball. It's going to take running backs taking advantage of seams when they open up. But I think what Dana Holgorsen can do is, even in simplifying the playbook, throw, different levels of throws to different areas of the field in there. Throw at the blitz, right? We heard that for the last few weeks, right? Nebraska's not doing a lot of that. I think Dana Holgorsen can come in with some simple ways to get the ball out of Dylan Raiola's hands quickly to a guy, within his first 5 or 6 steps, so that Dylan Raiola doesn't feel that much heat and doesn't have to move that much.
Yeah, and it looks like their screen packages look all the same. Like you said, throw into the blitz. Like, make that linebacker have to go through traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it seems like the linebackers are just able to go straight line.
Thank you very much.
Easy tackle for loss. Right? Oh, okay. Well, anyway, you know what time it is. We need what we got going on.
You know what we got going on.
Yeah, we got it. We've got Shootout with Strick coming up next. We need a caller, though. Call in 402-464-5685 to get on the line to get in the battlefield. And Pat Benatar said, love is a battlefield. No, she said love is a battlefield. Come on in here. Get in that Pat Benatar. I got love for you. I'm willing to give away the Stricken today. I've got a lot of love in my heart. We love the blockheads. We love you guys. 402-464-5. Then call 5685. Call in for a Shootout with Strick. We'll be right back. 937 The Ticket.
Download our app by searching for 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day wherever you are. More of On the Block next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
NIPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker concrete, and Beatrice concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Is your phone system holding you back? We know how important smooth, reliable communication is for your success. Whether your team is working from the office or on the go, you need a phone system that keeps up with your busy day. At Hamilton, we offer business phone systems that adapt to your needs, making every call clear and every connection simple. Upgrade to a Hamilton business phone system where advanced features meet unmatched reliability. Are you ready to transform how you communicate? Better phones, better business. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. It's neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from. Plus, qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talked to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Honda, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Bryant at 402-467-1111 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-1111.
If you're a veteran, our nation has created a wide range of benefits to thank you for your service, but it can be difficult to navigate the process of determining eligibility, filing claims, appealing decisions, and securing the benefits you've earned. Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. These services are 100% free, so visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
There are moments in life, surrounded by family and friends, when you realize this is what it's all about. For 65 years, the Riddles family has been creating jewelry to capture these precious moments, crafting one memory at a time to last forever. Now, join them in celebrating Riddles Jewelry's 65th anniversary with incredible savings. Enjoy up to 30% off engagement rings. And for a limited time, save up to an additional $700 on your ring purchase. At Riddles, they're more than jewelry. They're here to help you create moments that truly sparkle, surrounded by the people who matter most. Family owned. Today, tomorrow, forever. Riddles Jewelry. The Rabbit Hole Bakery, located at 8th and Q in the Haymarket, is the ideal place for fresh breakfast items or desserts made daily. Cream puffs, cinnamon rolls, carrot cake, sweet potato, pecan cookies, brownies, blondies. Do I need to keep going? What about bread pudding with homemade bourbon caramel sauce? Stop by the Rabbit Hole Bakery at 8th and Q in the Haymarket today to satisfy your cravings. And if you're looking for larger group orders, they do that too. Order ahead on their website at therabbitholebakery.com today.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals in everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry, this deal ends soon. See Home Club for details.
It's time to play Shootout with Strick. Call now, 464-5685, to take your shot against Eric Strickland. Shootout with Strick. Brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Time to play the game!
That's right. It is 2:45. Well, closer to 3 now. But final segment of Hour 1 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We play the Shootout with Strick, brought to you by our friends at Buffalo Wings and Rings. They've got 2 Lincoln locations. One just down the street from us. We go to a few times a year as a station for remote 68th and O Streets.
believe our next remote out there should be the Super Bowl. Hope that happens again. And then again in late March, early April for March Madness, opening day or two of the NCAA basketball tournament. They also have another Lincoln location at 40th and Old Cheney. How you feeling today, Stricky?
Great. I did all right yesterday.
You did?
I'm starting to feel a little better.
You found a way. Oh, you're riding in a shape?
It's still a little shaky.
It's all the laughing. It loosened up the pain.
No, I can't do it. I'm not there yet. Talking's good. Laughing, no, still not there yet.
Let's go to our Honda of Lincoln hotline. Let's welcome in Chris. Chris, how are you today?
Good, how are you guys?
All right.
Are doing great. Are you familiar with the rules of the shootout, Chris?
I think I am.
Excellent. It'll be 4 questions for Strick, then it'll be 4 for you. So hold tight. Don't say anything through the first 4 questions here, then we'll get to you. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, Stricky, your round starts here in 3, 2, and 1. He scored the most points in the Eastern Conference last night. Jaylen Brown or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Giannis.
Yep, he scored the most points in a loss last night. Karl Anthony Towns or Jordan Poole?
Poole.
It was Towns. He made more free throws last night. Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell?
Tatum.
It was Tatum, and he was the youngest player to score 50 points in an NBA game.
The alien.
Youngest player to score 50 points in an NBA game.
Oh, wait. Overall? Brandon Jennings.
Nailed it. Wow. Stricky with the heave.
Kobe.
Dang, Stricky. Look at you.
I had to ask the question just to make sure what I was hearing.
Yeah.
Because I think Wemby was close, but if I remember correctly, it's Brandon Jennings.
Oh, shit. That's a 4-point round for Stricky. Chris, you need 4 to tie, a perfect round to win. You ready?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, your round starts here in 3, 2, and 1. He scored the most points in the Western Conference last night. Victor Wembanyama or LeBron James?
Wembanyama.
Yep, he scored the most points by a rookie last night. Jared McCain or Donovan Clingan?
McCain.
Yep, he made the most threes last night. Trae Young or Malik Beasley?
The first one.
It was Malik Beasley, not Trae Young. And before Victor Wembanyama, he's the most recent 20-year-old to score 50 points in an NBA game.
Wouldn't it be Giannis?
The answer is not Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is a win for Stricky. Before Victor Wembanyama, the last 20-year-old to score 50 or more points in an NBA game, Devin Booker, when he dropped 70 at age 20. So
and then it was Cole, and then it was
LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
And then Brandon Jennings. So Stricky was on top of that one. He's the champ. Chris, a valiant effort. Thanks for playing. Try again soon.
Thanks.
Yep. How about that, Stricky? You did your research.
Know a little something. Yeah, let's get back on the roll.
I think Stricky Googled Chris. Chris, don't hang up yet.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Stricky Google machine. Stricky Google machine.
No, sir. I just happened to know a little something on that one.
You were watching last night, weren't you?
I was watching.
Way to go, Stricky.
Yeah.
Okay. We play the tiebreaker.
Where you at? Give me my theme music.
I'm trying.
Just trying to get there.
God dang it.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson with a nice win streak.
Mike Tyson about to knock Jake Paul. I want to eat his heart. I want to eat his children. Yo.
I mean, it's chicken.
You stupid. I can't laugh, man. Stop. All right, where we at? What we got going?
We have the tiebreaker question.
Yeah.
We will give Ellie number between 1 and 9.
7.
Ellie says 7.
Ellie likes to crap. That's a crap out.
What?
Pause. I'm talking about at the table. You shake the dice.
Ellie likes to crap out.
You shake the dice. You rolled a 7 after the first roll.
Ellie likes to crap.
Y'all stupid. Get off my line. What are we doing, man?
Ellie, do you like to crap?
I don't even know what's happening right now.
You're late.
Big pause moment. Welcome to the show.
Oh, boo.
Oh man, go down to Harrah's and see what the crap table is.
All right. Tiebreaker question. Texter number 7. Hopefully you also like the crap. We'll get the $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings.
But that's not crap. That's
no,
good.
it is not.
That's good Stricken.
That's so good. Okay, Stricky, how many different players have scored 50 or more points for the San Antonio Spurs? Not how many times has it been done, but how many different players have scored 50 or more points for the San Antonio Spurs?
2.
Stricky says 2. Over, under, or push 2. If you're texter number 7, you get the $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. We'll go to break. When we get back, we'll recap the Nebraska and Fairleigh Dickinson game last night. What have the Huskers improved on last night in Game 3 from the first couple games? 3 big ones coming up. What still needs to get better? And then we will also dive into the potential offer on the table of $10.5 million for one single high school quarterback prospect. Oh, and by the way, you'll want to get to the stream. Special guest right away when we get back to On the Block.
Follow Austin, Strick, and On the Block on Twitter at Austin Orman, eStrick20, and On the Block 93.7. More of On the Block coming up. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night from Concordia University as we bring you Class B playoff action as the Seward Blue Jays host the Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks. Seward survived a scare against Gretna East last Friday and now face a 10-1 Skyhawks squad who defeated Waverly 38-21 on Friday. It's semifinal Friday with a trip to the Class B title on the line as the 2-seed Seward Blue Jays face the number 3-seed Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks this Friday at 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade and approved credit tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
If you're a veteran, our nation has created a wide range of benefits to thank you for your service. But it can be difficult to navigate the process of determining eligibility, filing claims, appealing decisions, and securing the benefits you've earned. Speak to your County Veteran Service Officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. These services are 100% free. So visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
When he stops the game-winning goal with his nose. When your hand accidentally becomes the pot holder. When her bike takes her off-road and onto the sidewalk. That's where we come in. Walk into CHI Health Clinic Priority Care 7 days a week for urgent and minor care at primary care rates. Getting you back to better health is our priority. Find your location at chihealth.com/priority care.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, wanting to thank you all again for your continued service. November is off and running. Check this out. Get up to $12,000 off or 0% financing on select new vehicles. We have great lease specials with new Trax and Trailblazers starting at $299 per month and new Blazer EVs leasing for $399. Great payments, discounts, and of course, 0% financing. So make that short drive down 144th Street or check us out online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All finance with approved credit, leases with $2,500 down.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel.
You know, Raiola and Holgorsen, I'm sure, have had plenty of one-on-one meetings. We're going to close the door behind us, and I'm going to say, hey, what did you like from this offense? What did you not like? You know, Raiola knows at the end of the day what's really going on with this offense. To be honest, that's what needs to catapult this offense. And this whole team is Raiola's play. You know, Sat's philosophy and Raiola's philosophy or Raiola's skill set just didn't match. I think this is going to match Raiola, and it's going to allow for his skill set to come out.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for 3. And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NIPCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Yeah, we're back on the block. He's Strick, Austin Orman. But, oh, my goodness, there he is. We've got 2 people in here. One of them you're very familiar with. He's a familiar face here, and he makes the greatest coffee for Stricky whenever I ask for it. He's a specialist. Luke in the building. What's going on, Luke? How are you, my friend?
Well, thanks, Stricky.
We're going to pass the mic over to my partner, Austin Orman. What we got going on with the guests in the house? Because I see Rico Suave over there, the juggernaut.
With it?
Yeah.
That was beautiful, Rico.
Thank you. I do what I can.
Wow.
Quite well done.
Wow. Well, I did mention we had a special guest in studio. Obviously, Luke and Rico, you guys are special. But I think we found one of the chairs that Stricky was mad at in the NBA. It's all broken up.
Yeah, man. It was one of those days where
Bob Knight?
No, what's his name?
From him?
The referee, Joey Crawford.
Crawford.
Called a foul. And I had to go ham on the chair. It's unfortunate. It didn't make it.
And it happened against the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Which is why it's a Minnesota-Nebraska thing.
There
the
it
$5 Bits of Broken Chair trophy that actually has $10 on the bottom, as I see it now.
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
There's no $2.50 bills.
So just put a $5 bill on, split it in half Goldie, half us.
You're ridiculous.
I'm just saying. But the reason I can say this is because I didn't design the trophy, but someone who did, sitting right here between us. Luke, what the heck, man?
What's up?
You made this thing.
I made this thing.
With your own 2 hands.
I did, in fact. Wow. Yeah. Me and my buddy David, he helped me with all the schematics for it and got the design out there. And then at the Nebraska Innovation Studio down there on Innovation Campus, over the course of a couple weeks, we built the $5 bits and broken chair trophy. Rebuilt it. Because it did exist.
Yeah, Rico, you're kind of up on the lore. Why do we need a second one built by Luke?
Well, the trophy started back in 2014 with Faux Pelini and Goldie the Gopher going back and forth on Twitter, talking about breaking a chair over a back and something about $5. So $5 bits of broken chair trophy came into existence. They kind of went back and forth, Nebraska and Minnesota. In football, that's really what it's for, that game at least. And then when Nebraska had it, I believe it was Mike Riley's third year?
2016?
I think
2017.
I think it was, I want to say 17. Minnesota won the trophy back here in Lincoln and couldn't find it. And nobody knows where the first iteration of the $5 bits of broken chair trophy went. I blame Sean Eichhorst.
Thievery.
We can blame Sean.
We will blame Sean Eichhorst for it. We have no idea where it is. It's gone. So Luke took it upon himself to make a second one.
Were you involved with the first one, Luke?
I was not. That was purely a Minnesota thing. Somebody from up there, I can't tell you who, they are anonymous, but they initially created the trophy in honor of the beautiful Twitter exchange between the epic Twitter exchange between Goldie Gopher and Faux Pelini, where he said that they could make it a trophy if Faux Pelini got to break a chair over his back. So there was a trophy, and there are pictures of it on the field being held by Minnesota players up there. Of course, until it came back here. Fun fact, did you know that there was even a Freedom of Information request submitted to the university
that is for
the
you.
Location of the original chair could not be found.
They don't know.
Could not be found.
Nobody knows.
I like to think it's in Sean Eichhorst's closet.
I like to think it's in the catacombs, and there's some underground tunnels down here,
it's
like at the Vatican that they held. I think that's what's going on.
I think they're hiding trophies that might be down there. None as good as this.
You know what? Matter of fact, I think they hit it where the Ark of the Covenant is. Yeah.
Well, they need to get that back.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Harrison Ford doesn't have much time. Let's get on it.
That's right.
That's Indiana Jones 6.
Or what's her name? Tomb Raider. Yeah, we need to send her out there. Laura Croft. Yeah, we need to get her going.
But yeah, so this trophy usually is played between Nebraska and Minnesota football, but since the expansion of the Big Ten, and that was not one of the protected rivalries, Nebraska and Minnesota don't play this year in football. So tonight, Nebraska volleyball and Minnesota volleyball play, and unofficially will be for the $5 bits of broken chair trophy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We, as you may or may not know, as part of the trophy, especially you, Strick, this seems like something you need to know. Both Minnesota fans and Nebraska fans raise money for Team Jack here in Nebraska and the Minnesota Children's Hospital up in Minneapolis, St. Paul, actually. That's what we started the charitable for, if you will.
Very nice. There it is.
Very charitable.
And you know what? For all the causes that we're going for, especially pediatric brain cancer, cancer doesn't take a year off. We don't take a year off. We are still going on our fundraising efforts for this year. Over the past 7 years that we've been doing this is year 8. We have raised close to $200,000 total for our respective charities, and we plan to keep on going with it. But it is here today. The spokesperson for Team Jack brought it down to Lincoln, and they had it out at campus over at Muchachos, and now we have it here at the Ticket FM studio until the Team Jack Gala in February.
If you want to make a donation, all you have to do is go to brokenchairtrophy.com, and you can choose if you want to make that donation for Nebraska or if you want to make that donation for Minnesota, because again,
it's a competition.
It's a rivalry. It's for a trophy. It's a
We're
competition.
walking them this year, guys. We are
That
up
part.
by double.
Let's go
So
get
keep
it.
Going. Let's go triple.
Get out there, and tell them again, Rico, where you can go find out how to donate.
brokenchairtrophy.com. You can make the donation there. You can learn more about the trophy and more about the history of it there as well. And you can donate to either Minnesota or Nebraska. Nebraska currently is in the lead by quite a bit. So if you want to keep that going,
and if you want to know where it's hidden, or you do know where it's hidden, you can reach out to conspiracy.com. No, I'm just
find the original trophy. If you want to come see it, it's down here at the 93.7 The Ticket Studios.
Luke, this is my child. Does he weigh more or less than this trophy?
How old is he in that picture?
He is 13 months in this picture.
He weighs slightly more than the trophy.
How much was the trophy when you first built it in terms of weight?
It is exactly 16 pounds.
Exactly 16 pounds?
Yep. I'm going to say that is under what your child weighs.
Yeah, it's about half, give or take.
Okay.
I say if your child is 16
this is a hefty
pounds,
trophy.
It's a problem.
It is.
You have a hefty child. That's
Yes,
fantastic.
he is large. Not to make this about my kid. I was just wondering if just how it compared to one Beckett.
It has some heft to it.
That it does.
Beckett, aka little big
Herbie.
Little Herbie.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Hey, thanks,
We're ready
Luke.
for it.
Thanks for coming out,
Thank you
hanging
for
out with
having
us.
me come in,
We
talk
know,
about
we know you've got big things to handle over the mill. Come on out here to 10th and 0. I mean 11th and 0. Sorry, 11th and 0, and see us at the mill. You'll see Big Luke here as well.
Ooh.
And I'm telling you, he makes a mean coffee. However you want it, it's premium.
We have some new seasonal drinks as well. So come down and check them out.
Hey, you can also come down and get a glass of wine. You can get, whatever it is.
Local beers.
Local beers, you can get it.
Stuff.
Yeah, you get the whole thing here at the mill. Well, what else we got going on?
Including on game days.
That's right.
You're walking by the stadium. One more chance.
Yep.
So
we stay open before the tailgate, before kickoff.
There
come
it
on
is.
by, get a drink in a slightly more quiet place than most of the other bars downtown.
There you go. There you go. All right, thanks for coming in, gents.
Thanks for
appreciate it.
Take the trophy off
We'll keep the segment rolling as you guys slide past us here. We did give away our $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. Carrie was the winner on our text line. The tiebreaker question was, how many different players have scored 50 or more points in a single game for the San Antonio Spurs? Stricky, your guess was how many players?
5.
You did not say 5. How many did you actually say?
Dos.
You said los dos. The answer was ocho
cinco from hangs out with Uncle Shay Shay?
No, just ocho.
Oh.
Okay, I did run down the list for you. How many of them do you remember from break?
Terry Cummings, David Robinson, Wimby, Tony Parker, the Iceman,
George Gervin,
and Tim Duncan.
Yep.
And that's it.
Larry Keenan and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh, I forgot about those two. Okay, I was close.
LaMarcus Aldridge had some really good years in San Antonio.
He really did.
People forget.
He really did. I think he did good at both places he was, in Portland as well. He actually he looked good. He just wait, is it the injury bug? What was it with him?
Well, Portland, he and Dame didn't get along because LaMarcus wanted to be his franchise, and then he said, "Yeah, I handled it really poorly on the way out. He and Dame are tight now." And then he wasn't good enough in San Antonio to take over once they shipped Kawhi out. So I think him and Kawhi would have been good, but they were just always a fringe playoff team.
Yeah.
So, also a fringe playoff team when you look at the NCAA tournament. Nebraska men's basketball striking an 86-60 win for the Huskers over Fairleigh Dickinson last night. You and I were both there. We both watched the game. Just your initial takeaways and impressions from the Huskers last night.
I got that.
Okay.
It looks a little shaky right now. Still not shooting very well consistently. It still looks as if there's a couple times that, not just a couple, there's multiple times where you didn't understand what they were trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know kind of who they wanted to go to, dribbled when they didn't really have to, and there was nowhere to go. Still, no one's able to really break anybody down. I did see one time where Aaron Eulis had a really nice, and I mentioned that to you in that situation, shooting a lot of free throws.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's good or that's bad. Meaning, I don't know if it's just right now they're not playing good teams, and they're able to really take advantage of that situation. And will that continue? If that continues, that's a great thing, right? They did take advantage in a lot of areas of a small team. So again, they're not shooting the ball very well. That's going to hinder and hurt them against really good teams. That team's not a very good team. Only 25% from three. If they don't get that corrected, that's going to really hurt them. Great from the free throw line. I love that. And they did what they should do in the rebound department. But here's what they also continuing to do. And this is one part that I really like about them. They're very handsy. Not handsy on defense to where they're getting fouls called, but handsy where they're getting deflections. They're getting in passing lanes. They're helping and compacting the line, getting hands on balls. They're getting out in fast breaks because they were able to turn those turnovers into 28 points. So if they can continue that type of stuff, that'll keep you in games, and if your defense If you're not going to be a great shooting team, your defense will be able to hold you down. So right now, those are some of the things that I see. And I saw an improvement in an area that we really were concerned about in the first 2 games, and that's points off of assists.
Yes.
So they've increased there.
20 assists on 28 made field goals. I'm kind of surprised Nebraska ended up at 28 made field goals. The way that game started,
yeah,
I thought it was going to be a miracle if they got anywhere close to that. But 20 on 28 is really good. That's 5 out of every 7 baskets being assisted. That's north of 70%. And for me, Strick, the baseline for this team is 50. Probably got to be closer to 65 or 70%. But what Fred Hoiberg mentioned post-game was that not only was he happy with the 20 assists from Nebraska, but they limited turnovers, right? Double digits the first 2 games, down to 8 turnovers against Fairleigh Dickinson. He credited that to playing under control and playing off of 2 feet, right? Not getting wild, not getting up in the air caught with nothing to do. And I think just maybe looking a little more comfortable with roles, right? Not, what do? I pass dribble and it was too late, right? A couple dumb ones. But really, I thought turnovers were pretty clean. They forced them on defense, didn't give it away too much on offense. They took pretty good care of the ball, even if it didn't go in the basket from long range.
Yeah, exactly. But what I was going to say about the turnover situation, we've seen this in the past where you get so locked in on the pattern that, and then you've got to understand when you're going against the team in practice, they're not always getting after you in the same manner because they want you to get into the flow of things. But once you figure out the pattern, if you're just kind of haphazardly just, oh, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to pass it there, and you just get it and just throw it, those are steals. They got one early.
They did.
And then I saw them kind of holding, and they weren't making it. They wanted to, and then they kind of get a little half-step weight, boom. So they're starting to pick that up. They want to learn that part of their game and not just get so caught into the pattern that you're flipping, throwing, passing just because that's part of the pattern of or the flow of the offense, because guys are going to start figuring that out and jumping.
They will. One other big takeaway from last night's Strick was the new starting lineup. Braxton Mia out, said it was a sprained ankle. There's still some swelling going on. I would be surprised if he plays against St. Mary's on Sunday. So with that, with Braxton Mia out, they slot Ellie's boy, Connor Sejan, into the starting lineup. What did you make of that starting lineup, how it played, and just kind of how it fit together?
It looked like they weren't in sync yet. You can tell that they're running sets and they understand who does what and what they do well. And so that's something that I noticed out of it. They were finding a Sejan, and he was getting looks and just weren't able to hit them. But one thing I want to take notice of is Cale Jacobson.
Played some real minutes.
Just the time that he had, the minutes he gave was impressive, because he literally, for the short span that he gave, it was an energy change.
Fred mentioned that post game as well.
It was an energy change. I love that. And that's good, because what that shows is it doesn't matter what thing, when you're called upon, you're ready. And he came in and gave valuable minutes, and he actually kind of spurned some runs that helped them to kind of push the lead a little bit. So you got to like that. Got everybody a little bit more involved. It's kind of dead. Guys were just kind of going through the motion. But you could tell the intensity picked up with Cale Jacobson's energy.
Jacobson mostly played in a super small lineup, right? He was playing some forward, playing even a little bit of center. Because, Strick, there were a couple lineups that stood out to you and me as we were watching in that first half. One of them was Worcester. I still don't know how you say it. If it's Worcester.
I think they say Worcester.
Raleigh.
Yeah,
say Raleigh just to be safe.
Worcester.
It's Raleigh, Sam Hoiberg, Connor Sejan. I think it was even Gavin Griffiths and Cale Jacobson on the floor at one point. And if it wasn't that, it was there was a lineup with Bryce Williams at the 4 and Jawan Gary at the 5.
I'm all right.
You rolling? You okay with that?
As long as they rebound. Because here's they can play a smaller lineup because they've done it when they went over to Europe.
Yeah, Cale played the 5 last year. You're right.
So they can. They're capable. But you've got to be super disciplined, and you want to take advantage of mismatches. In those situations, it should be a lot of penetration, drive, and kick, taking advantage of mismatches. Force them to adjust to you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't allow them to be able to get posts and get inside and get high lows and different things like that, because you want them to be able to make the adjustment to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought they did good. I mean, for the most part, they rebounded, but that was a small team anyway. I don't know how it would work, and I'd like to see if it can work in bigger situations. We know that you're capable, but what do you have to have if you're going to go small? Look at what Golden State does, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've been able to get away with it a lot of the times with Draymond Green, and a lot of it is just because of the willingness, the heart, the determination, the will to not give up, give in, and just let people dominate you. You just have to play a little bit different. If they're guys are willing to do that and go that way, I mean, I was fortunate to play with a coach that had the heart and willingness to do it, because he knew that we had guys that would be willing to step in and do that.
It seemed like there was some tinkering going on in this game, and you got away with it, right? You end up winning the game by 26. Here are some of the lineups that Nebraska ran out last night, Strick. You had Raleigh, Connor Sejan, Bryce Williams, Juwan Gary, and Berke Boyikdengel. That was the starters. Sam Hoiberg came in after Boyikdengel hit 2 free throws, so that was the lineup that moved Juwan Gary to the 5. Then Juwan Gary, not long after that, hits a 3 and is replaced by Cale Jacobson. So that lineup then, Raleigh, Connor Sejan, Sam Hoiberg, Bryce Williams, and Cale Jacobson. That's super small, but you can at least see maybe what that lineup does well. There was one lineup that I had a bunch of questions about, Strick. I didn't see the vision for this one. That lineup was Aaron Eulis, Sam Hoiberg, Gavin Griffiths, Juwan Gary, Andrew Morgan.
There's not much shooting on that team.
Who's going to
get the bucket, right?
Who do you have set up a bucket? And even it's not elite defensively, right? Hoiberg's a good defender. Gary, when he's engaged, is a good defender. Eulis hit or miss. Griffiths, we're fine. And Morgan's just kind of out there. I didn't understand the point of that lineup specifically.
Like you said, it's a bunch of tinkering. What better time to tinker than with these type of situations? You can't do that next game, though. so you might as well see, that one may not work. Find out right now in that game. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the way. I got a feeling that you're going to see some tinkering this weekend when Nebraska plays against USC. You're going to see some forms of tinkering, and you're not going to see much tinkering against St. Mary's. I think you're going to figure it out, see what your better matchups have been, and you're going to probably go with a lot of that, and that may shrink. And then if somebody comes in like Jacobson and gives you good hard minutes, you might see their minutes expand and maybe somebody else's. You might say, okay, we're hurting on the defensive side of things. You might say, gosh, darn it, we have no shooting. So it just depends on how the flow of that game is going to go as to what we're going to see against St. Mary's this weekend.
Fred Hoiberg said that last year, Cale Jacobson was the 10th guy in a 9-man rotation. This year, right now, he's the 11th man in a 10-man rotation right now. So just on the outside looking in, it's only game 4 on Sunday, Strick. But you are 3 full games in, right? You're a 10th of the season essentially is gone by after Sunday. It'll be an 8th of the season that you're really guaranteed right now. Does Nebraska still have some room to tinker, to play, to mess? Or does Nebraska maybe need to show what the first iteration of that 8-man rotation is on Sunday?
Yeah, I think you'll see an iteration of that. And if somebody's not giving it to you or giving you maximum effort, like Deadpool would say, you'll probably see him, slide somebody in there and see where the energy, if he can find a spark somewhere. That's probably what you're going to see.
Fair enough.
It'll probably creep up the ladder depending on how the flow of the game. If somebody's really struggling, you've got to try to figure out to find someone that's going to be able to hopefully give you something.
Anything.
Yeah.
The only negative before we go to break here, Strike, I mean, obviously the shooting we talked about, not great, getting pretty decent looks for the most part. But Nebraska was up 20 at halftime, and then by the U12 timeout, it was a single-digit game. Granted, it was a 9-point game, right? But Fairleigh Dickinson cut 11 points off a lead in 8 minutes. Nebraska did a good job of re-extending that lead, just kind of slowly adding on bucket by bucket down the stretch. It gets to 26 at the end. But, Strick, I'm still worried about this team and its ability to step on throats, right? Up 20 at half. I'm not saying you have to go win it by 40 or 50. And yes, you end up increasing the lead in the second half. But it would have been nice to see Nebraska bury Fairleigh Dickinson right away in the second half and then let them chip away late against reserves instead of, hey, they're doing this to your starters. You know, they scored 11 points in 8 minutes on your starters, or well, plus 11. It wasn't just they scored 11; they went plus 11 on your starters in 8 minutes. You got it back, but man, I still think we're lacking that real, true killer instinct from this team right now.
Yeah, and that's the one area that you wanted to build off from the last game.
Yeah.
So, especially, you know, from half to half, or from the beginning of the game to half of the first half.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these type of things, they determine how games are gonna. We all know that games are games of runs.
Yeah.
But there's certain areas of the game that you feel that you must win. I think you must win the first to the timeout. The first timeout, you must win that. I think you should add a couple of fouls, hopefully, which means you're being aggressive, you're attacking. Not that you're getting fouls, but you're being aggressive and you're getting 2 to 3 fouls on them to put yourself in place that by half the first half, the second, you're in the bonus, you know, before they are.
Yeah.
And then you want to finish coming out of the last timeout, you want to finish well, either maintaining lead or pushing by 2 to 4 points or, you know, so forth. And then coming out of the half. So you can understand the runs that may happen or, you know, go down in some parts in between the half. But there's those certain parts that you just don't want to lose, especially coming out of a half.
Yeah.
If you've got a lead, you that's where you do not want to lose it.
No.
You know, just because that's lack of just
discipline.
There you go.
First 4, middle 8, right? We talk about it with football all the time. It's the exact same concept in basketball. I'm with you on that. We'll go to break. Plenty more to get to here on the show, including a Dang, Ellie. You don't like that to say?
I tell you.
Wow. Potential record offer for a high school quarterback. $10.5 million.
That's
potentially
a lot of
on the table for a high school quarterback recruit. We'll tell you about it when we get back.
Download our app by searching for 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day wherever you are. More of On the Block next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Our Nebraska public school teachers make a difference in our communities. I'm Tim Royers, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. I see it every day. Teachers connecting on a personal level with students and parents to support learning and growth. Our kids do better, community pride grows, Nebraska thrives. Our public schools rank in the top 10 nationally year after year. Strong public schools create strong communities.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, wanting to thank you all again for your continued service. November is off and running. Check this out. Get up to $12,000 off or 0% financing on select new vehicles. We have great lease specials with new Tracks and Trailblazers starting at $299 per month and new Blazer EVs leasing for $399. Great payments, discounts, and of course, 0% financing. So make that short drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All finance with approved credit, leases with $2,500 down.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds out of the southwest. See a high around 59. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds, low around 35. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies and it will be breezy. Afternoon high near 61. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Rabbit Hole Bakery, located at 8th and Q in the Haymarket, is the ideal place for fresh breakfast items or desserts made daily. Cream puffs, cinnamon rolls, carrot cake, sweet potato, pecan cookies, brownies, blondies. Do I need to keep going? What about bread pudding with homemade bourbon caramel sauce? Stop by the Rabbit Hole Bakery at 8th and Q in the Haymarket today to satisfy your cravings. And if you're looking for larger group orders, they do that too. Order ahead on their website at therabbitholebakery.com today. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel.
You know, Raiola and Holgorsen, I'm sure, have had plenty of one-on-one meetings. We're going to close the door behind us, and I'm going to say, hey, what did you like from this offense? What did you not like? You know, Raiola knows at the end of the day what's really going on with this offense. To be honest, that's what needs to catapult this offense. And this whole team is Raiola's play. You know, Sat's philosophy and Raiola's philosophy or Raiola's skill set just didn't match. I think this is going to match Raiola, and it's going to allow for his skill set to come out.
The Link Grill, Draft, and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree options. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at thelnkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're talking some NIL here on The Block, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com, brought to you by our friends at Nebco. NEBCO. I like that more than NIL, if you ask me. Great company. Been around since 1908. Fourth generation, family owned and operated business. They've got 1,200 plus employees and 26 companies throughout the good life, Nebraska. Their operations span the state. They supply the construction industry with the materials needed to construct buildings, streets, and highways. Big shout out to our great friends at Nebco for their sponsorship of the show. Stricky, you and I have seen some different numbers bouncing around for this guy. 5-star quarterback Bryce Underwood out of Belleville, Michigan, plays at Belleville High, committed to LSU. Michigan is upping the ante. They want to keep this 2025 prospect home desperately. At one point, it was reported that Michigan was offering $5 million in NIL. Really good money. But now, multiple outlets are reporting there is an offer to Bryce Underwood on the table for $10.5 million.
Bro, when does it stop?
I don't know.
Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't know.
That's look. I understand. That's before the man shows up on campus and shows you anything. Like, there's no way I'm doing that. You already see. Okay, let's just take this into account. Tell me right now, a freshman quarterback, just real quick. Run me a freshman quarterback that has made the leap from from high school to this league and has been dominant.
The last one I can think of is Trevor Lawrence.
Right? But he wasn't even getting NIL like that.
No.
I don't even know if there was any NIL.
And his reward was to go to Jacksonville.
Right? So it's a rarity.
Mm-hmm.
We have a good one. We have a good
very much so.
One of the best top 3 in coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing what that looks like. Are you willing to take that? Like, what is your ROI? Like, I understand that markets are made by way of how much I'm willing to try to, you've seen guys, what's the name of that car deal where they go in and they sit there and they bid on like these premium old school style cars. Talk 402-464-5685. They bid on these cars and they fix them up. Did somebody say?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Well, anyway, anytime it's on TV, like it'll be on TV, but it doesn't matter what it is. It can be for paintings, it can be for jewelry, it can be for they lift up that doggone thing. That's how you know the price.
Oh, like auctioning. Yeah.
Auction.
The Barrett Jackson auction.
There you go. That's it. Barrett Jackson.
Cool Hand Luke shouts.
Barrett Jackson. That's right. Yeah. I understand that it's created by who wants to engage and get in the game and who feels there's value in that particular car and that particular art piece and that particular whatever it is that they bidding on.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a little bit different. That art piece has value because of maybe however many there is out there, however many that was ever painted, how many cars that they've not, been in circulation. You can't even find them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So forth. Only 5 Bugattis ever been made, and there's 3 of them in Europe and 1 here, and
one in probably like Dubai.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I'm saying the value's created that way.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of
Scarcity.
quarterbacks out there.
Hey, but are there plenty of good quarterbacks out there?
But that's the thing. You know what he's done in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand if he came in and he tore the set up, took them to the playoffs, and made a run and threw for over 3,500. I'm not even saying you got to throw 4,000 or 38.
Mm-hmm.
You throw for over 3,500 yards and 2 interceptions with 22 touchdowns in your first year. And maybe you had 600 yards rushing. Okay, now I can see. Okay, let me touch you up, young fella. You on the way.
Mm-hmm.
But coming in,
woo,
bruh, like you're obligated for $10 million. Okay.
To be fair, it's over 4 years, so it's an average of $2.6 million a year, which is still an exorbitant figure. But Strick, we have to think about it this way too. The $22 million cap is probably going to get approved in March, so you're giving 9%.
Half of your cap, almost. No, wait. 10. Oh, that's per year.
Per year.
Okay.
So 2.6 mil per year to get to the 10.4, 10.5 number that's being reported. But that's still 9% of your budget for revenue sharing to one player.
One player. And you don't know.
And you don't know.
What happens? Here's my thing, and I will continuously stand on this one. One, what happens if you have a Spencer Rattler situation and a Caleb Williams shows up the next year and he beats him? You just spent all that money for nothing. Is college programs now it seems to me college programs are very comfortable with it right now, the way that they throwing away money for coaches and they just don't give a damn. Well, all right, y'all keep it up, and watch where that's going to take you eventually. Go ahead.
Would you rather commit to play for Sharon Moore for $10.5 million or Brian Kelly for $5 million?
I'm Brian Kelly because I know Brian Kelly can. I've seen what happened with your boy, Jaden Deasy.
Yeah, that's your boy. I got to give you credit for your boy. You've been on him.
Jaden Daniels. I saw what so I can look and see what's happening there. Now, I'm not going to say that not McNamara,
McCarthy. JJ McCarthy.
I'm not going to say that McCarthy is not. He got injured. I think he looked good, but I saw what Jaden Daniels did.
Mm-hmm. And it was better than what J.J. McCarthy did.
And I like the weather.
Stats-wise.
And I like the weather.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I've been to the Bayou.
And you're getting Bayou to get to the Bayou.
Bayou Classics. I've seen that. I've been down there to the Strawberry Field. Hey, watch out now. Louisiana. Crocodile Dundee.
And to be fair, McCarthy was a Harbaugh guy. Not recruited by Sharon Moore. But the point stands. Here's the interesting spin off of this, I think, Strick. Gorilla Bear asks, wouldn't it be wiser to offer a transfer quarterback like a Burrow, a Rourke, or a Fields that kind of money? What do you think?
Huh?
Would it be wiser to offer an upperclassman transfer quarterback the $2.6 million per year? Or does it make sense to offer the freshman the 10.5 over 4?
No, I at least I've got something to work with. There's not many that I've seen ultimately miss. I mean, you do get misses out there now, but like you get DJ Ulianga misses. You get that, but at the same time, you don't get a whole, because you've got track record. You've got something you can at least reverence. Now, if you put them in the wrong system, then that's on you. But if you put them in the right system and you kind of got an idea of who they are and what they're capable of, at least I can be assured, and at least I can justify it to boosters and say, well, look, we took a shot on him. This is what we had. This is what we had to look at. But coming out of high school, that's risky.
So generally speaking, I agree with you. Generally speaking, I think it's safer and you can have a more informed decision, which I think we should all be making more informed decisions. Cubsker has my secondary thought here. If I'm spending 10.5 over 4 years, I want this kid to be a Heisman winner and the number 1 pick and be in the college football playoff all 3 or 4 years he starts. The risk with the high school prospect is absolutely greater. But so is the reward, right? Because think about it, you have 1 year to maximize a transfer quarterback, maybe 2. You might get that money back. You might break even with it. Yeah, 10.5 over 4 years is a lot. But think about how much more you can earn in 4 years than you can earn in 1.
You're talking about as a program?
As a program. In terms of marketing dollars, in terms of appearances, advertisements. And don't forget, this kid, Bryce Underwood, is from Michigan, right? Mm-hmm. People might want to line up to support that because you're able to keep him in state. They'll maybe pony up some more money for it. So are you more likely to make back your $2.6 million in 1 year? Or are you more likely to make up your 10.5 over 4? I don't know. It probably situational, but I think there's at least an argument for, maybe higher overall earning potential with the 10.5 over 4.
It just depends on how high you want your, there are people that in business that they'll take high risk because they know there's high reward. So it's a business decision, the way that I look at it. Investors invest bigly. And that's not a word, but
it is now. Strictionary.
It's strictionary. They invest bigly because and they fail. So if they invest in 10 businesses, you're probably going to fail 9 out of the 10. Mm-hmm. But you might hit 1 out of the 10, and it might 10x, 50x, 90x, 100x on the deal. Mm-hmm. And you're rolling. And you roll. The pharmaceutical industry feels the same way. That's how they invest. The pharmaceutical industry. I'm not a big fan of the pharmaceutical industry, but that's what they do. They do a lot of R&D. R&D, right?
Research and development.
Right. They do a lot of R&D, and they come up and they throw a bunch of products out there. Some of them they know they're going to be sued for. Some of them they know that it might hit for a little bit. It's placebo-ish, but whatever it is. But then
you get one.
Then one hits, and boom, it recovers and it pays. So you just better hope you hit more times than you can't miss 2 or 3 times, because then people gonna start looking at you funny. Yeah, they're gonna start side-eyeing you. So you gotta hope you hit.
Oprah Winfrey, is this quarterback locked in for 4 years where he can't transfer? Nope. Not right now.
That's the part. That's what I'm saying.
Think about that too.
You got to get them. You got to get elaborate on your. But
on
that's what I'm saying. The contracts better be detailed. Mm-hmm. This is what expected. This is what some of that comes back if you don't. I would start putting stuff in the contract. It's just not going to be some 2.5 just thrown out there. Nah, bro.
I'm with you. We'll go to break. It'll be a short segment. It's going to feel long. Uncle Kev's around the corner. Got to pass time till he gets in for Thirsty Thursday. We'll be right back here to wrap up On the Block.
Follow Austin, Strick, and On the Block on Twitter at Austin Orman, eStrick20, and On the Block 93.7. More of On the Block coming up.
When he stops the game-winning goal with his nose. When your hand accidentally becomes the pot holder. When her bike takes her off-road and onto the sidewalk. That's where we come in. Walk into CHI Health Clinic Priority Care 7 days a week for urgent and minor care at primary care rates. Getting you back to better health is our priority. Find your location at chihealth.com/prioritycare.
The Rabbit Hole Bakery, located at 8th and Q in the Haymarket, is the ideal place for fresh breakfast items or desserts made daily. Cream puffs, cinnamon rolls, carrot cake, sweet potato, pecan cookies, brownies, blondies. Do I need to keep going? What about bread pudding with homemade bourbon caramel sauce? Stop by the Rabbit Hole Bakery at 8th and Q in the Haymarket today to satisfy your cravings. And if you're looking for larger group orders, they do that too. Order ahead on their website at therabbitholebakery.com today.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. Neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from. Plus, qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talk to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Hondas, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
The Link Grill Draft and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree options. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at thelnkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Hey, ticket listeners, spend your Husker football Saturday at the P. Dale Pub in Pleasantdale, as the Jay Foreman postgame show will be broadcasting live for 90 minutes immediately after the Nebraska-USC football game. Ribeyes are on special for as long as supplies last, with plenty of cold beer on tap to enjoy during and after a Husker victory against the Trojans. It's the Jay Foreman postgame show, live from the P. Dale Pub in Pleasantdale, this Saturday, immediately following the Nebraska football game on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 26th is $3 off on bacon, 25% off hanger steaks, 20% off all summer sausage, and 20% off all cheeses. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're wrapping up On the Block here on a thirsty Thursday, awaiting the arrival of Kevin Meyer from Meyer's Cork and Bottle. We were not awaiting the arrival of the Link Grill, 8500 Andermatt Drive here in Lincoln. Fantastic wings, 3 different types. They had the fried, they had the grilled, they had the boneless. All of them were good. The fries hit, different sauces hit. Make sure you check out Link Bar and Grill, 85th and Andermatt today. Couple things to get to here, Stricky, to the text line after the Bryce Underwood conversation. In case you missed it, Michigan reportedly has an offer of $10.5 million on the table for Bryce Underwood, a 5-star quarterback out of the state of Michigan, $10.5 million over 4 years. You have 3802 on the text line saying, let's make it an even 10 mil over 4 years. You get $1 million the first year, 2 the second, 3 the third, and 4th your senior year. Do you think that would work in discouraging a kid? So the $10 million wouldn't be distributed $2.5 million per year. It would be an ascending scale. You get $1 million as a freshman, 2 as a sophomore, 3 as a junior, 4 as a senior. Do you like that?
A scale up to it. I'm okay with that. But I also don't want the full 4-year guarantee.
What is a fair guarantee on 10 mil for a college kid?
I mean,
5?
Because no, I
50% guaranteed every year?
One, if you transfer, I think there should be a payback of some of it. If you lose your job, no, you literally get beat out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like the stats, everything in the stats can prove. It's not just I'm gonna do that just so. So there's got to be something in it, some arbiter.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying? It's got to be some arbitration of some sort, not necessarily. You know,
oh, you bench me, you didn't want to pay me. Yeah.
That type of thing. So
we good?
Yeah. Okay. bunch of millies. But anyway.
a milli.
So anyway, we need to, figure something out in that status. But other than that, yeah. Hold on. Ellie, take me off for a second.
Strick, you getting a fly?
We'll be back here in just a sec. We'll keep it going here. The other news then that I think needs talking about is Anthony Richardson announced as starting again for the Colts. I went on my tirade not too long ago. I did. It was 16 days ago, I believe, that the Colts made that decision, or it's been 16 days since I don't remember. It's been about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, give or take. And it was announced yesterday, Colts going back to Anthony Richardson as the starting quarterback. On the one hand, okay, woohoo, you did it. You made the decision you should have made all along, but you made it far too dramatic, unnecessarily dramatic. You called it a win now move to go to Joe Flacco, and you didn't win a game in the 2 games that he started, right? And he had 6 turnovers with it in the 2 games. So you have egg on your face for your win now move not being a win now move, starting Joe Flacco over Anthony Richardson. But Strick, I'm still trying to parse through exactly why the Colts would have made this decision, because right now it just feels like they put Anthony Richardson in timeout. It tells me that the tapping out was just a symptom of maybe something bigger behind the scenes, right? Anthony Richardson has spoken. Shane Steichen's been a little bit vague to the media, said he's been more specific with Anthony Richardson. But what it feels like from the outside is essentially the Colts just put Anthony Richardson in timeout. They said, well, you're not upholding the standard. Maybe you're not taking good enough notes. You're not, paying attention enough. You're not quite ready to shoulder the responsibility. So go sit in timeout until you figure it out. I don't know if 2 weeks is a long enough timeout for a guy to learn stuff like that. But if you're going to put him in timeout, why start him from the get-go anyways? Why start him from the get-go? If you have any questions about his ability to take notes at an NFL level, to lead a locker room of men in the NFL, if you have any questions about that, why start him? Sign a bridge guy for a year, sign another bridge guy for a year, whatever it is. Because now, okay, I'm glad they went back to Anthony Richardson. I think it's the right decision for his future and for the Colts' future. But you have unnecessary egg on your face, unnecessary drama and angst among the fan base. Other teams in the league, view you differently now. Again, I'm glad they went back to Anthony Richardson. But holy smokes, so much of this crap could have been avoided if they had good process in place 2 years ago.
Yeah, that is something that you have to look at, and you either got to ride or die and learn. You either got to take your willy lumps and learn, or you need to, like you said, have a growing pains process. Bring in a leader, not your boy from Tennessee. He was Miami quarter Tannehill.
Oh, Tannehill.
not don't bring a Tannehill type in. Bring someone that has leadership qualities about them, and if that's the route you want to go. But other than that,
it's still dumpster fire organization.
Whatever.
I have no confidence in them, right? Anthony Richardson probably won't play well enough to inspire me greatly. I'm not expecting much. If he completes 50% of his passes, I'll be thrilled. If he's 55% of his passes, oh my gosh, he really learned something. He's really taken a step up. He's taken a leap. I don't expect that. But again, the benching, even more so now, doesn't seem like it was about the play on the field. It doesn't seem like it was about the tap out. It seems like it was everything behind the scenes, which is arguably more important, which arguably leads to better play on the field, because guess what? It's not just the quarterback. It's everyone else. The other 10 guys on the field, the defense, the special teams as well. So I don't know. Colts continue to astound me and baffle me in all the worst ways. We'll call it a show here. Kevin Myers just around the corner. We'll get out of the way, get you to old school. Starting off with Thirsty Thursday, brought to you by Myers Cork and Bottle. Appreciate Uncle Kev for coming in here. Appreciate Nebco. Appreciate Starter Heyman Jewelers, Aloe Fiber, Honda of Lincoln. All our great sponsors here at The Ticket. For Strick, I'm Austin. Ellie's on the board. Don't go anywhere. Stricky and I back with you for Thirsty Thursday, kicking off old school.
is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at